Deadlines versus timelines. They cause stress. Big wasted time type of stress. Let's talk about this. Roll it. Guys, I had a great email from somebody who's been watching my videos, and they were asking, well, I always put timelines in, and you've talked about timelines, but then you also look at deadlines, and it's kind of confusing of what is the right way to approach things. The question comes because of the coaching sessions they've had where they implement these deadlines so that they can get these small goals implemented and keep growing, but the deadlines seem to be causing a little bit of a frustration and a little bit of anxiety and stress. When I talk in terms of timelines, it is because timelines really help me adjust to what is really going on and how I want to move in the direction that I'm really seeing that vision in, and I align it to my mission and purpose. This timeline that I see is a little bit different than the deadline. See, deadlines cause stress because a deadline is a fixed number that we're looking at. It's a day and it's a time when you need to have something done. In different environments I've worked at, deadlines always cause a lot of stress, anxiety, and headaches because people aren't thinking at the overall view of what is occurring, what they have to do to see that success occur, and instead they focus on that timeline, really not breaking down their goals accordingly. And I believe it's really the idea where we're putting that picture of a finite time that we have on something instead of really opening ourselves up to the plentiful amount of time that we do have to do things in. See, when stress jumps into the picture, no matter what we're trying to do, it slows us down. Time shrinks, and once time shrinks in our head, well, now we got a little bit of a dilemma. When I look at a timeline, I'm able to jump an eagle's eye view, and in that timeline I can now see where I'm at, I can understand where I'm at, and I can see how I need to make progress in order to hit my end goal. That end goal you can classify as a deadline, and you can use that word or not use that word depending on how that anxiety fills up. But the idea is that I'm going to create a timeline in order to meet that goal that does have a specific date of time for me to finish. How do we look at this timeline and how do we see it differently than a deadline? First things first, if somebody tells you, hey, you have a deadline on this and it's due next Monday and it's a week away, my goal at that moment is to take those days, split them up, and put them on a chart of some form that I like to look at. Usually it's a whole bunch of bubbles with different types of dates on them and tasks and all those goodness of planning. And I like to just open it up into a big piece of paper so I can really see what needs to occur each and every day. As long as I can spend an hour doing this, I can now look at the timeline and really guide myself in how much time I need on each thing I'm trying to achieve. Each task in there I'm going to treat as that goal, and I'm going to put a time on it. I will put a variance on it so I know that even if I go over or I go under, I know that I'm going to be within a certain amount of time that is flexible along the timeline. Once this timeline is underway, I'm following it each day. I've now stopped thinking about that Monday deadline. That does not exist. All I know is that by the weekend I have to have this much done, and then that deadline that people stress about, well, I already know I'm gonna be 90% there or 80% there, and then I know those last few days are gonna be what I need to focus on to get everything done. So my stress has decreased drastically. Is this different than other types of planning? Well, yes and no. It really isn't from a tactical perspective. It's more of a way that you're communicating to yourself such that a positiveness comes out of that deadline, where it's not really a deadline, but rather that end of the timeline, I will have achieved so much that I can be proud of each day, knowing that I will get there. So to be clear, this isn't something that takes more than an hour or two. It's really geared around how you can structure yourself so your mindset will see this as a positive, not a negative, and then get you moving in the right direction of achieving what you need to achieve. You then are able to actually take that lunch you want to take, you're able to take that dinner, you're able to go home to the family, you're able to know that, hey, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I've gotten that percentage of work completed, so that I know over the weekend what I will be finishing, and I know how to schedule my weekend to spend the full weekend with my family. Is this something that a lot of people do? Well, depends on how they do it, and there's different coaching strategies, there's different management styles, different business techniques that people use to work with this setup. And if your work is implementing something like it, then yeah, you're just gonna have to start communicating with yourself on a different level in order to bring that positive side out of it. Just to put a little ending to this, the idea here is that even though I studied project management and I did my PMP and I've worked with all these businesses and companies and they all had their own way of planning, I was able to sit down and bring all of it out into this eagle view for myself the way I understood it. This isn't a process that's going to be done overnight. It's something that you will develop, tweak, and keep tweaking until you find that balance that brings that pleasure for you to do it and then execute on what you have completed. My name is Nico Zarenta. This is mentorsapproach.com. I am slowly showing you to hit a like, hit subscribe, and of course leave a comment below. Let me know the types of tools and techniques your work uses, or the types that you have implemented in your own personal business, maybe in your schoolwork, and of course with other smaller things that you do around the house with the family. And who knows, maybe somebody will read this comment and it might help them move in the right direction.